Hi, I'm Daniel Lucas, and welcome to Book 101 Review. Book 101 is all about the books that I read for the last 40 years, and today I have my special guest. She's the author of the book Impact Leadership, no other than Miss Blanca Rodriguez.
Hello,
Welcome.
Daniel.
Yes, welcome to Book 101, Miss Blanca. And can you please introduce more about yourself?
Yes, thank you so much, Daniel, for having me. What a joy it is for me to be here. And I am Blanca Rodriguez. I'm the owner of Wounded Healer LLC under this umbrella. I am a practicing massage therapist, a canine massage therapist. I'm a speaker, educator. Of course, I am an Amazon bestselling book co-author, holistic life coach, and I'm into fitness for individuals 45 and over. I love to communicate. I love to help others improve their quality of life, no matter what age they are. That is quite a bit about myself, actually.
Yes, Miss Blanca Rodriguez, thank you so much for sharing your talents to the world. And I need a massage right now.
Well, come on over. I'm here to help.
So, what does impact leadership mean, and how does it differ from traditional leadership?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for that question. Impact Leadership, of course, with Blanca A. Rodriguez. This is a compilation of very, very intense stories from myself and 29 other authors from all over the world, from all walks of life. And what we are sharing here is our stories of love, loss, in many instances, childhood trauma, and how we decide to step into our power and make it to the other side with persistence, resilience, and never ever giving up. Very powerful stories.
Yes, never, never give up. Try and
Mhm.
try until you succeed, as they said. So, what are
Absolutely.
the key traits of an impactful leader?
The key traits of an impactful leader, I call it RISE, and it's an acronym for respect, integrity, service, and excellence. And as long as we guide ourselves with this acronym, this is what real leadership is. Leaders do serve. Leaders are there for others. Leaders put others before themselves. And leaders are not arrogant. Leaders are not people that they think they are better than others. Leaders are people that we relate to others in many forms, and we want others to shine with their own light. And the more we help others shine with their own light, the more leaders we definitely will be. People that I consider to be leaders and big teachers of mine definitely have helped me be better, do better, and take ownership to what is not rightfully mine, but naturally that I possess. And these are one of the most important qualities that I think a leader possesses is to be a little more down to earth, not no arrogance, no
Yes.
no self-centeredness, and that to me is a real leader.
I think most of the leaders right now are arrogant, so they don't know what is right and what is wrong. So, how can a leaders measure the impact they have on their terms and organizations?
To me, real leaders, the more, I mean, as I have seen with great mentors and teachers of mine, that they are business owners and they are multi-million dollar earners. And mind you, unfortunately, this is a very small group of people, of highly successful people, that the more happy they make their colleagues, the better and more prosperous their business is. The more their employees are taken care of, the more the employee will deliver a service of excellence, the more longevity the coworker or colleague or even employee will the more longevity as a colleague they will have. And in this human experience, we love validation. We appreciate validation. We appreciate to be valued for what we are worth. And when business owners have, big corporations that they cannot do it alone, giving value to this person that is helping you succeed, to me, that is the best recipe for success, not only for your business that is thriving, but for your employee that will thrive with you as well. And believing in your employees, believing in your colleagues, believing in your business partners is the perfect combination to have not only a successful business, but a successful life in general, because you're not arrogant. You're not thinking that you're up here in a pedestal and people are down there looking up like you are a god. No, we are humans, and in this human experience, we're always supposed, and it's our duty to learn always something from someone. And when it comes to business owners, please believe in your employees. Please believe in your business partners, because they can be the best, the most amazing blessing that you can have in order to prosper in your business. That is for sure. And that to me is another way to be an excellent leader and creating a lot of impact along the way.
Very well said, Miss Blanca. Very well said. So, what strategies do successful leaders use to inspire and motivate their teams?
I have worked along my professional life. I have worked with people of all walks of life. I have worked for people from the smallest business to franchises to hotel chains, five-star hotel chains. And when I am telling you that smaller business are more humane, they have
Yes.
more humanity, they have more compassion, more empathy, more support, they believe in their people. I did a collaboration with this amazing woman that she has a training center for service dogs, and she took all of her employees to this phenomenal, and myself, she invited me as well. And even though I was in collaboration with her, she invited me as well to Day to Grow with John C. Maxwell Leadership. And it was her invitation, and she took all of her 10 employees with her to Day of Growth with this phenomenal and inspirational speaker. And to me, that is giving value to an employee. That is wanting to see others grow with you and get them inspired to stay where they are, because they are valued. And here we go to feeling valued, how important that is. And then I go in, and I mean, we cannot help it but make some comparisons. I worked for a hotel chain years ago, for years, and it's a huge hotel chain. They have hotels all over the planet, and these people are the most impersonal. They see their employees as a number, and of course they owe them anything. The employee doesn't have any validation, the employee doesn't have any support. I gave birth when I was working for them, and they said, you have 1 month and you got to come back to work, because this was, many years ago. Now it's a whole different ball game, of course, because of the laws have changed, etc., etc. But it was very impersonal, very cruel, very cold. And of course, what does that cause? People to just leave, move on with a terrible taste in their mouth, and have nothing to say or to think about this experience. But okay, this was very negative in my mind, in my life. And why do I take that crap when I am in a much better place now, where I am appreciated, where I am valued, when people embrace what I have to offer, when these people want me to shine with my own light, they want me to be better and do better. And that gives, who doesn't get inspiration from having that validation from someone that we call an owner, a manager, and a CEO? It's amazing, the contrast and the difference between the two.
Yes,
Mhm.
definitely. So, how can leaders create a culture of accountability and trust?
Definitely, that is up to the mindset that the owner of any corporation has. We can put as a great example, Sir Richard Branson and his company's Virgin Records. He is a multi-billionaire, this man, and with companies, different companies all over the world. And the way that he appreciates his employees is simply outstanding. The way that he doesn't let his ego get on the way, because he is a very wealthy man, and treats his people with love, compassion. You're at the same level as him, even though he has, his bank account is pretty much heftier than the employees, but still, the way that he treats other colleagues and employees is with a sense of humanity, love, friendship. He is a real leader, this man. He loves to see his people shine, and the ones that are that they excel in whatever they do, he compensates them tremendously. He invites them to places all over the world. He invites him to his own private island in the Caribbean, and giving a man being as giving as he is in that sense, that is something that says a lot about him as an individual. That is for sure. And this is just an example. But I believe real leaders and a lot of leaders around the world should definitely have a little bit of schooling with this gentleman, because it's pretty remarkable the effect that he creates on people, and how much longevity these people have with him, because they're happy where they are. And what better thing in this world than having employees that they are happy to be there, because they will definitely deliver more efficiently. So it's a win-win situation for everybody involved.
Yes.
Mhm.
What role does emotional intelligence play in the impactful leadership?
Definitely, understanding the different emotions is very important. There are, us humans, all of us have what is called the six basic human needs, which are growth, contribution, love, connection, certainty, uncertainty, and variety. The two most important parts of the six basic human needs is growth and contribution. How we can grow with a company and for the company, that is a big one. We don't want to be feeling like we're in a stale waters, because when water is stale, it stinks. So growing is very important. And of course, contribution is extremely important as well. How much does a corporation contributes to our growth? is how much we are going to give back to this company. And to me, that is very important. And emotional intelligence definitely is involved in, I mean, in every single way, because if emotionally you're not okay with being in a place, you're not going to deliver. But if emotionally you're not stressed, you are not sad, you're not in grief, you are not living you're not working in a place where there's gossip, where there is people being haters, people trying to stab each other in the back, that is not the best environment to be in. And definitely, emotional intelligence plays very important, I mean, it's vital for all of these owners to understand what emotional intelligence means and what it entails, and use it wisely to keep their employees for a very long time to come, definitely.
Yes. So, Miss Blanca, what would be your advice for those people out there that want to be a leader?
Definitely be willing to learn a lot, be in student mode. Very important, because the more you learn from others, the more you will be able to teach, the more you will be able to understand the human psyche and how us individuals um, roll. Definitely. And very important to have some core values. Core values are very important in any corporation to have to in order for you to have a well balanced corporation. And of course, there's, I mean, balance can come and go, but being in harmony to me is very important. Understanding that there's some good days, there are bad days, but we cannot be stiff like an oak tree. The more in harmony we are, like a palm tree, the better we will understand the human experience, the more people will be able to build new habits when it comes not only to their business, but in their personal life as well. The more they will be able to let go of all habits that will not be conducive to their progress in the corporation. So it's very important to be in harmony with everybody at the job to the best of their abilities, because hey, let's face it, life gets lifing, and when there's many personalities together, things can definitely happen. But as long as it's manageable, as long as everybody has open communication, how important is to have open communication? Open communication is a big rooting for great leadership, because the more communication you have with your people, the more you will learn to understand them, understand their needs, understand their concerns, and the more harmonious the corporation will be.
Very well said, Miss Blanca. Very well said. And what are your short-term and long-term goals in writing?
What's that?
What are your short-term and long-term goals in writing?
As a speaker that I am, I write all of my speeches myself. And in the near future, I am hoping to write a full book about my experience as a licensed massage therapist, working with tens of thousands of people, tens of thousands of different personalities, different traumas. I work with um, rehab centers for alcohol and drug abuse for a few years, and I want to write a lot about my experience as a massage therapist with people being recovering addicts, and what is the real rooting of their addiction, which is not really. I mean, the addiction is only the icing of the cake. So I want to write about that and how massage therapy can be a powerful tool and has been a powerful tool for so many people out there for their recovery, not only for addiction and alcohol abuse, but from so many ailments, illnesses, chronic stress, PTSD, depression. I have worked with animals as well. So my experience as a massage therapist definitely is something that I really want to write a book about. And definitely I want to write about childhood trauma and mental health and mental illnesses because I had childhood trauma for a very, very long time. And I grew up with chronic untreated mental illnesses. And from what it was back in that day to what it is now, and all the progress that it has been made and how much work needs to be done. I will really, I mean, this is one of my big goals to be writing about that. That is for sure. And be speaking to the masses about it, actually.
Good luck for your goals,
Thank
Miss
you.
Blanca. And to sum up our discussion, how do impactful leaders maintain balance between their professional and personal lives?
Definitely, that is a very good question. Sometimes you will find the balance, but some other times you gotta go in harmony with what is happening. It's very important that you schedule your life, and when I mean schedule your life, is schedule your life from the moment you get up in the morning to the moment you go to sleep. Me as a business owner, I schedule my time even with my husband because he has his own job and I have many things to do. And my personal life is as important as my professional life. But it's very, but let's face it, if I don't bring the beans to the table, I won't be able to keep on progressing as a business owner. And many sacrifices are done, definitely. And the first thing that we can sacrifice is our sleep. I get up at 5:30 in the morning and I go to bed by 11 o'clock at night a lot of times, and it's okay because it's something that I love to do. As long as we get up inspired by what we want to do during the day, you are in the right track. That is for sure. So, and the balance, yes, it will be found, but you need to schedule your life from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Schedule a week ahead, schedule weeks ahead. I'm a guest speaker at many podcasts from all over the world, and I'm scheduled all the way to the end of January. And it's very important to go around your schedule. Many people do it with the phone, and that is fine. Me, I'm old school. I have a planner and I go everywhere with my planner. Never leave your planner at home because when we fail to plan, we plan to fail. So, planning is imperative to have great balance between personal and professional life.
Miss Blanca E. Rodriguez, thank you so much for empowering us. And we are
Thank
looking
you.
for more empowering leadership books
Thank
to
you.
come. So, Miss Blanca, can you please invite our listeners to support your book?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Impact Leadership with Blanca E. Rodriguez. You can find it in Amazon Kindle and paperback. And if you want to know a little bit more about the services I provide, please go to my website, woundedhealer.us.
Yes, people, let's support Miss Blanca E. Rodriguez because if you support her, as I said, more empowering book like this to come. So, Miss Blanca, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for having me.
Modicom people, see you soon. Again, Miss Blanca, thank you so much and catch